Thank you. Thank you very much. Great to be here. Syndicate Lounge tonight. Thank you. Thank you. My name is Eric Warnock. I'm the 99-cent comedian. How y'all doing, Syndicate Lounge? Great to be here tonight. I've gone to a lot of training sessions in my lifetime, and sometimes the trainers will have a list of fears that we humans have, even though there's nothing to be afraid of. I found out that the number 2 fear that we humans have is death. The number 1 fear, public speaking. How many people do you suppose are lying in their caskets thinking, thank God I'm dead, not out there giving my eulogy? Yeah. Time was, my opening line was, I gotta line this up for you. You know, when I do an opening line, I like to try to give it the old lounge singer wink. But I have an issue when I wink. So when I walk up to the women, you know, it's like, the wink is like, yeah, that's a smooth start right there. Used to be my opening line was, hey ladies, I've got a red Ferrari out in the parking lot. Me, Tom Selleck, Magnum PI. I have $20 million in the bank. Now my opening line is, hey, I can offer you health insurance at 55 and older senior discount. Woo! Actually, the full opening line is, hey, I can offer you health insurance, 55 and older senior discount. Check this out, ladies. Handicap parking placard. That's what I'm saying. I went to a party a couple of weeks ago, and I was checking out these 2 smoking hot chicks. One of them goes to the refrigerator, pulls out a beer, pops the top, picks a big slug. She got up and left. Her equally smoking hot girlfriend walked over, picked up the beer, took a big slug, set it down. Well, they got up and left. So I went over and I picked up the beer and I took a big slug. My buddy Jacob said, Eric, that's dangerous. This is cold and flu season. I said, well, that's as close as I'll get to a menage a trois in my life. I was out here one night, I did that joke, and there was 2 young, beautiful ladies. You know what I'm saying, William? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, I walked up to them, and they heard the menage a trois, and he said, hey ladies, big time entertainer here, you know. Looks like there's 3 of us, 1, 2, 3. So one of them took the pen out of my hand. She gave me a very seductive smile. She took the pad away from me. And I was thinking, ooh, I'm gonna get some phone numbers here. She wrote out MENAG space A space NAH. Looked at it going, menage nah. Menage a nah. Oh, menage a nah. You know, you gotta go for it. You know, people have asked me, Eric, how did you become a comedian? Well, it's really basically easy. I graduated from high school June of 1975. And in April of 1975, the counselor called me in and said, Eric, what do you want to be when you get out of high school? I said, well, I'm 18 now, for the past 16 years. I just figured when I get out of high school, I'd just knock over 2 or 3 banks and do a life stretch in state prison. And he leaned back in his chair and he said, you have a plan B? I said, well, I thought about becoming a comedian. And he thought for a second. He said, comedian? He said, Eric, I think I just saw on television last night that Sears is having a sale on their nylons. So I was just paroled 3 years ago, good behavior after doing a 37-year stretch. So here I am doing comedy, Syndicate Lounge, Bakersfield, California, Thursday night. My bucket list is complete. I've been going to a psychologist for about 4 years. Imagine that, a comedian going to a psychologist because of their childhood. I think it's almost mandatory. But anyway, I've had issues with sleep for quite a few years. And I said, Doc, do you have any suggestions on how I can sleep better? He said, yeah, I do. He said, Eric, I think if you ever had yourself a woman lying in bed next to you, you might sleep a whole lot deeper because of that security. And I said, well, Doc, I've been trying to get myself into that situation for quite a while. Do you have any suggestions? And he said, yeah, I do. So he gave me a prescription, and I put the prescription in my pocket, and I walked out of his office. Here's the prescription he gave me.
What?
Yeah, so if there are any ladies out there who can either fill or overfill this prescription, just talk to me out in the parking lot after the show, the very dark parking lot. Under Obamacare, you'll actually get paid $175 a night, too. That's pretty cool, huh? I'm starting to call these my Chonitas de Rojo. I get a lot of my superpowers and my confidence out of them. You know, I walk into the club with these things in my right jacket pocket. It's like,
great to be here. Syndicate Lounge tonight. Thank you.
without these things, man, I feel lost. It's like, you know, it's a panic to run across the bar to sit down. So something else has been interesting is that apparently medical doctors are beginning to prescribe medication the same way. I was at my medical doctor's office the other day. I was sitting in the waiting room, and this one young woman came out of his examining room very little nonplussed, you know. And her friend said, "What's wrong?" She said, "Well, I asked my doctor for a new prescription for birth control. Here's the prescription he gave me." Yeah. I started studying comedy when I was about 5 years old. Read books voraciously, listened to comedy records, read books, performed. Had a long, successful career for a county agency that I'm retired from. I'm pushing 60, and this is what life gets down to. This could be the bright, shining moment of my life, folks. Tidy whities, yeah, that's comedy. I was on the dairy aisle. I was walking along, and this very attractive young woman came walking up the opposite direction. A very large chestal area and clavagio showing. Well, she had a tattoo of the Three Stooges across her chest. And it was Curly, Larry, and Moe, so we read left and right, Curly, Larry, and Moe. I went walking over to that woman like this. Got halfway over there and said, "Eric, you better get a grip, pal. This could be one of them setups by that Chris guy from To Catch a Predator. It could be To Catch a Comedian Predator." But I gotta tell you, that's almost a comedian's dream to have a woman in your life that has the Three Stooges tattoo across their chest. Sometimes when I think about it, my alter ego, blues man Limpin' Joe Biscuit, comes out. I was laying up in bed one night with my baby. My baby looked at me, she said, "Limpin' Joe, you sure do love my tattoo." I said, "That's right, baby, I sure do love your Three Stooges tattoo." She said, "Limpin' Joe, you sure do like to show Curly a lot of attention." I said, "Oh yeah, that's because Curly is my favorite." She goes, but Limpin' Joe, why don't you ever show Mo any attention? I said, baby, because Limpin' Joe knows about Mo's anger issues. And I'm afraid that one of these nights he's going to poke me in the eye. I got to tell you though, my lady friend sure does like it when I do my curly imitation. All she can say while I'm doing that is, Mo, Mo, Mo. Yeah, Mo. All the material I'm doing tonight is going to be available on my upcoming self-titled CD. It's going to be available at your 99-cent only store. The people at my record label tried to get into the Dollar Tree. They found out I couldn't reach my target demographics there. You know, when you're a big-time entertainer like myself, you know that you live and die by your demographics. I got to tell you, the negotiations, there were 5 attorneys on each side of the table, $1,000 an hour for each of them, going back and forth, 99-cent only store, Dollar Tree. I couldn't take it anymore, so I did what I think any self-respecting comedian would do. I walked over to the refrigerator, took out a carton of chocolate milk, and I sat down and watched 2 hours of Three Stooges. That's how I get my Zen place. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for being such a great audience. My name is Eric Warnock. I'm the 95-cent comedian. Thank you.